Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sports Today. Well, we finally know the situation when it comes to Group F of the FIFA World Cup, and that is, of course, the fact that the teams who have made it to the next round have been decided, and the big shock, the big talking point, Belgium. The team with the golden generation, the team who for years had been producing streams of talent, and the team which arguably on paper would be good enough to challenge absolutely any team in the world, are knocked out in the group stages. Now, truth be told, it has been a rather forgettable World Cup for the Belgians, and it has often looked like the Belgian team, more often than not, have appeared like a disheveled, disjointed unit, despite the fact that they do possess plenty of star power. But the simple fact is that when push came to shove, the team just couldn't deliver when it mattered, and thus they are deservedly out. They have, of course, drawn this match against Croatia 0-0, and the thing is, how exactly is it that this match ended 0-0? I honestly have no idea because again, I expected goals from both of these teams. Both of these teams are quality outfits. But more than just that, Belgium created a number of chances, many of which went begging, a lot of which is down to just one man and one man only, Romelu Lukaku. Now, yes, there were chances missed earlier in the half as well. You remember Dries Mertens had a couple of good chances in the first half. He too didn't put them away. But Lukaku had not one, not two, not three, but really four good chances, and not one of them actually found their way to the back of the net. It was definitely a less than ideal day for him, but really he has no one but himself to blame. In fact, the fourth of those chances saw him basically 6 yards, less than 6 yards out from the goal. The cross was there. The keeper was beaten. All he had to do was nod it into the goal somehow. Instead, he ends up taking it on the chest, killing the ball dead, letting the goalkeeper recover and go and actually catch the ball. I think if there was a moment that summed up Belgium and their golden generation, it was that moment where you think they're on the cusp of something great, but they ended up doing something that was very, very, very ordinary. Now, that is the unfortunate thing. Remember, Belgium came into this match needing a result. They needed a win in order to be through to the next round. A draw was good enough, but for Croatia, not the Belgians. So they've gotten their result. They have got the draw. They've got the important draw. They're through to the next round. But the thing which I really feel deserves some mention of the match, that really deserves some talking about, Morocco are through to the next round, but they're through as Group F toppers. That is quite frankly amazing because let's be honest, hard on hands, none of us can say that that we would have seen the Moroccan team actually topped the group. No one expected them to even qualify because most people thought that it will be Belgium and, in fact, Croatia who would be qualifying for the next round. Few teams, if any, gave Morocco a fighting chance, but they showed that they absolutely deserve to be there because, quite frankly, they played some very, very good football. They wanted it, and I know that passion and stuff like desire and wanting to win can sometimes seems like cliches when it comes to sport. But this Morocco team, absolutely driven by passion, whether it be their own, whether it be that of their fans in the stands, it was quite frankly amazing to watch. And even today, very, very good showing from them. Really, they won 2-1, but they could have won by so much more because they were really that good. They kind of sat back a bit in the second half, invited Canada onto them. And Canada, to be fair, despite the fact that they've only finished with, well, no points really in this particular group stage, have nothing to be embarrassed of. They played some really good football. They were just a little unfortunate at key moments that they couldn't quite get the job done. And that, really the other teams in front of them. I mean, you have Belgium, really good side. You have Croatia, they're a top side. They were runners up in last year's World Cup. And you have Morocco, a team that have won the Africa Cup of Nations. They've won multiple trophies at the top level of international football. They are very much a team that are a strong side when it comes to African football. So again, whilst many people would see this as a bit of an upset, it's only an upset because they actually upset two European teams, particularly Belgium. And that's the thing. I would love to see Morocco actually get through and do a little better than that. But whether or not that actually happens is something that we'll only know later on. For now, there's again more matches to come still. Don't forget, the fate of Group E will also be decided. And as Love Rami rightfully points out, Germany need to win today against Costa Rica. And in fact, we also will know whether it'll be Spain or potentially even Japan who get to make it to the next round. Because again, remember, all of those teams in that group actually have a chance, Costa Rica included. It'll be fun. Don't forget to join us. We'll be discussing and breaking down that match live as and when it is done. Join us for that. For now, I'm taking your leave, but thank you. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop us a comment, tap that bell icon, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And last but not least, download the AajTak app. You'll get all of the highlights from not just the FIFA World Cup, whether it be goal by goal or full match highlights in English or Hindi. You'll also get highlights from the Abu Dhabi T10 League. So what are you waiting for? Download the app, get all those highlights free, of course. Thank you all for joining me. For now, I'm saying goodbye, but don't forget to stay tuned. We still have plenty more World Cup action to go.